Hello REO Rockstars, Mike Costigan getting ready to hit the streets in Atlanta here, give you a backstage pass at what selling REOs is really about. And I'm heading out in the ultimate REO tour bus. We'll catch you at our first house. Okay, well here I am at our first house, and I want to show you something that I've discovered that I've written a blog post about just a couple of months ago. This exact same topic, and I had this same problem with this same vendor. This house was just locked out. Eviction was done about 2 hours ago. Now I show up at the house, and the first thing that I notice is that there's very, very little property remaining in the driveway. Now there should always be, by this client standard, there should always be $500 or more in property value in order for an eviction to take place. Now this obviously does not look like $500, this is more like $50. So upon further inspection of this property, I noticed the grass has been cut. Obviously some trees trimmed, things have been cleaned up in the backyard. There's been some maintenance done. Notice the grass clippings here. So I know that there's been some initial services performed on the property. I call my vendor and I ask, well, was this the property that was left? And they said, no, we've already hauled away 2 dumpster fulls. Now, what's the problem here? The problem is when you do a lockout, the only thing that your vendor should do without prior approval is to come and rekey the door after carrying the property out to the curb or out to the driveway. They have done this, but they have also gone ahead and done trash out. 2 dumpsters. It's going to be an expensive trash out. This has not been approved. So now me, as the agent, has to go back to my client, explain why trash out was done, and beg and plead on my vendor's behalf, which I will not do this time. I have asked them. I actually had the same issue a couple months ago, but we also had some email communication just yesterday about this same problem. Needless to say, my vendor's fired. End of story. I hope the client does not approve the trash out, and I will not pay them. So you got to be really careful, guys. Watch your vendors. A lot of times they overstep their bounds. Sometimes intentions are good. Sometimes it's just stupidity, like in this case. Now I'm going to take you inside the house, and let's see what they've done inside. Well, more brilliance on the part of my vendor. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I've opened the lockbox. I've removed the 2 keys that are in the lockbox. You notice these keys certainly don't look like door entry keys. They look like little master lock keys, maybe. Some kind of little, I don't know, padlock. Put them in the door. Upside down. Right side up. There's 1 key. There's 2 keys. Same result. I can't get in the house to inspect that the lockout was done properly, and neither will any other agent who wants to show this property. Guys, watch out for your vendors. This is why you never come out, you never take the word of the vendor that the lockout was done properly, that the house has been rekeyed properly, that things are ready to go without coming out and re-inspecting yourself. This is a prime example of issues in the REO world. You really got to learn to cover your own butt, make sure that the jobs are done right, and the only way to do that is yourself or somebody that you trust on your staff. Hey, it's Mike Costigan again, giving you a backstage pass to real estate selling, and hope you don't run into garbage like this. Have a good one.